Hey, good morning. How you doing? This is Brad Buckner down here in Denver. I had a show this weekend down in Denver and the Crown Plaza off of Chambers and I-70. So today is a good day to do some filming. I don't get down here, real often. So anyways, I think we have a package here from Tom. And Tom, you know who you are. And I believe I don't remember exactly. I deal sometimes with like 4 people at the same time. And sometimes it gets a little confusing, but anyways, this is a package that Tom sent me, and and I know those, well, oh, okay, it's bigger, and I think I'm going to have to get my knife out. Yeah, let's just do it that way, and we'll see. It's so down there, so we'll just poke it through when we get to the tape, like that. Tom Q. Oh, it's tape. I was going to say, why can't I get my hand under the... Oh, for crying out loud, it's all taped. And that's okay, Tom. It's all taped to the inside of the bag. So we'll do this. Oops, got one here and one there, and a perfectly good bag. Not. All right, so my knife over here. I bet it's locked, or is it just tough? Nope, it's. First of all, I don't work with my long distance glasses on. I don't even know why I'm sitting here like that. So. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so you got your Tonto style with about 1/3 serrated edge blades. And so I think Tom, if I remember right, Tom sent them to me to sharpen. And boy, I'm going to have to get a hold of Tom at some point because I don't remember right now if I was supposed to send. I think I'm supposed to send one back and keep one, okay? So let's see. We don't have, but anyway, the packaging, so USMC is, and then it says, wow, those are awful little letters. Anyway, it's made in China. It's pretty heavy in the handle. I like the roughness, so you can hang on to it. The Tonto blade, then they made the Tonto blade, I guess, so that the point is so tough, that you can pierce through things. Maybe even Kevlar, I don't know for sure, on certain types of knives. But Tom, that's pretty cool. And then we have one here. All right, so let's see. And this is a cold steel. Holy cow, okay. So we got really nice, you got your pocket clip there. We'll turn it around that way. Flip it over this way, probably like that. All right, you got your thumb stud on there. Wow, and it's kind of that's a beautiful knife. It's a wow. It is Scandi. It's a Scandi grind. It goes all the way from the side of the blade to the secondary, all the way out to the apex of the cutting edge. So that's actually quite a knife. There's no question about that. And it's got the locking. Oh, that's a tough one.
Wow.
All right. So cold steel. All right. And it is, you read it. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. All right. And so FINN Wolf, Finn Wolf. It's a really nice knife. I like that. So Tom, this is your video. And we'll get back with you. I'll call you. Been awful busy.
I think we should go through the test. Let's test them and slice them and do it real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to push pause on this real quick.
All right,
let's
ahead.
check his email.
All right.
Okay. Well, Brad, found the email. Yeah? I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the discovery of what I found here.
All right. Brad, I received them today. That would be the knife sharpeners that I sent them by the mail. I love them all. Your package should be arriving around Tuesday. Tracking number blah 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 blah. Okay. I had some fun with that number with Chance one day, and I read him a number, and I made it like 12 or 14 numbers longer than it was. And he finally turned around and looked at me and goes, "That's too many numbers." It's like, yeah. So anyway, please let me know when you get this, okay? I want you to keep the cold steel. Holy cow. Okay. I want you to keep the cold steel. Oh my gosh. Okay. Geez, thanks, Tom. A lot. Okay, let's see. The cold steel fin wall for yourself. Make me a video, okay, and make a video of the USMC knife. Okay, the flipper folders, which is this one right here.
Let's do it.
All right, so yeah, let's just do this and get on with it, and we'll put it on our channel, and you can enjoy, Tom. So that was my lovely assistant that ran in the house and pulled this up off the email. So put that over there and that over there.
Tom Q, come on down.
Q,
Your
come
knife
on
is next to be sharpened by the master of sharpensbest.com.
So let's, where did my paper go? All right, I'll be right back.
Jeez Louise, man. It's not even that windy out here. How did you make that happen?
Well, it's kind of flimsy. It's kind of light. All right, so Denver Magazine, and let's go over here in the corner, and that's fairly sharp. You can't just like right through the paper, which is kind of normal. Oop, and that time I hit the teeth. Yeah. All right, so if I get it going down, cup the paper. All right, but you still got to fight with it, and that's okay because, in my opinion, actually, a real EDC, something that you're going to go out and use hard, shouldn't be so sharp that it just right through and just lays the hair down. That's too sharp. It's too thin. I can actually see the cutting edge in quite a bit of that knife. So, and if you think I'm not pushing on it, look how far it's in my thumb. You know.
Oh, cripes. You turned your skin white.
Yeah. So just like this and like that. So quick explanation. 90-degree corner here, 90-degree corner there. Just like that's a 90-degree corner, that's a 90-degree corner. You know, it's funny, I get people, I show them, and they don't understand. You mean over here on the edge? And I say, yeah, that's a 90-degree corner. It comes up, over, and down. That's a 90-degree corner. So it's no wonder that a lot of people don't get it, how to sharpen with my sharpener. So we're going to touch the cutting edge on the backside like this, a corner of the sharpener sticking out there, touching the cutting edge of the knife at I don't know how I'm going to get in here like that, I guess, at approximately a 15-degree angle. I shoot for 10 to 15. If I hit 10, 12, 15, 16, you get above 16, I'm not going to like it. A lot of people say 22, 22 and a half. You know, it's like 22 and a half. Is that not moronic? To split a degree into half, you know? So just like that, I don't know, bragging rights or something. I don't know why anybody would even say that.
Have you seen the length of our long handle at .00015?
Yeah, for the length of the blade, you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Talk about precise.
You know, why not just like 2.25 or something, 2.50, 2.75. But they drag it out in decimals, so I guess if they took a micrometer, they could actually arrest you because it's 3/1000ths of an inch too long. You know, I can see the law doing that because they need money. And just like that, like this, you know. So here's what you do. You do like my brother did one day. He was, at one point, my next to the oldest brother was the highest licensed heavy haul truck in the state of Washington. And he got stopped one day, and he was a little overweight on his dump truck, on his axles. So I can't remember whether he said he went forward, slammed on the brakes and shifted the rock, and then had the highway patrolman throw the scale under the tire. And anyway, it was under the allowed amount for that axle. So Roy says, I'm really not overweight. Just overweight for that axle. So anyway, that's a lot better. In that short time, make them cut will go down. I got to work on that. I didn't really work on that out there. So let's just set it down and do this. Don't press too hard on it, just like that. And then turn it over and do the same thing. Match the bevel that it was ground at. That's really got a fine point on this knife. That's a sticker picker. So then we'll do this a little bit. And then I'm just going to touch it really light. I can actually go out and drop right off, go around that Tonto style point right there. That'll sharpen just the point really nice. See out there like that. Turn it over and do the same thing. Go out this way. Then touch it super light, just like that. And I wonder, because this is more of an EDC. I wish Tom was here. I'd ask him if you want me to sign your knife, okay? So it'll be, oops. That needs just a little bit more if we're going to make it as sharp as the rest of it, but it'll never slide. It'll take the fingernail right off. Okay, so I wouldn't make that knife any sharper if it was mine and it was an EDC. The sharper you make a knife, the thinner it is, the less tough it is. The less tough it is, the faster the edge, cutting edge will fold over or go flat. So I'm going to quit at this. All right, now I'm not going to shave hair. Oh, look at this. I was at a gun show yesterday. I forgot. Take that off, and I wear it around for a while. I don't know. So if it'll stick and won't move, okay, if you can actually put it on there and shake it around and it hangs onto the hair and won't move, it's sharp enough. I don't know, let's see. It is taking the hair off. All right. I try not to do that very much because it makes me look like I get the grunge. So Tom, thanks a lot. USMC, EDC. All right, and it's got the serrated edge, the Tonto blade, and the frame lock in there. So if you just went, oh, that's a,
Ooh.
That's a tough one. You'd have to really be serious when you do that.
Well, now I'm interested. Let me,
maybe you're supposed to thumb stud
whoa.
it. You're supposed. Yeah, it's stuck.
let me see if we get just so what.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to push on it.
Oh,
hard.
that kind of hurt my index finger.
Yeah, actually, well, look at my finger.
Oh, geez, God.
If you think I wasn't pushing,
that's a great knife,
it,
though.
Look at my finger.
Hello.
I was pushing on it. Anyway, that's all right.
Let's look at your new family member.
All right.
I'm excited about that.
New family
Your
member.
cold fin steel blade.
Yes. The fin wolf. Okay, and I think that it has been sharpened. Okay, Scandi grind goes all the way out to the apex.
You opened it from the box.
Yes. Well, it's been sharpened.
Okay.
All right.
I can see there's regular tape on there.
Okay, so and I'm not picking, but there's the most minute secondary bevel down there. So what we do is we'd have to grind. Actually, I did that to this knife, or to this sharpener. I remember now. I ground the plastic off so I can get it flat on the blade. So what I do is I would just, this side is easy because it's like that. So the plastic wouldn't even bother it. And then you watch the shine across the blade, because if you don't have it touching back here and out here at the same time on the same plane, absolutely parallel, then you're actually going to create a little secondary bevel. But I would bet that probably 99 out of 100 Scandi Blaine pocket knives, okay, are secondary beveled because they're just too hard to sharpen without a whetstone. And people aren't going to go home. They're not going to take the time. First of all, this knife came to me that sharp. And no, I'm not sliding it up the blade around the radius. You know, if you start here and you go up, it's smoother because you're actually slicing up that radius. But just take it like that. And slide it through like that. Part of the reason that is because there's no secondary bevel on it. The other thing is it is so freaking thin. It's cold steel, it's hard steel. It's probably, going to take it if you don't get too rough with it. But most pocket knives come out and then they just dart right in like that. This on the Scandi grind is really, really thin at the apex. I mean, like, oh my God, let me look. That's probably, come back only about a 1/16 of an inch. And that's probably still only about 5 or 6 thousandths of an inch thick. So yes, it's going to be insanely sharp. So let's touch it up just a little bit. That would be like this, get it parallel like that. Now you have to keep it parallel all the way around and do this. It's going to be almost impossible, but here's the way I look at it. If I can closely duplicate the Scandi grind, I'm okay, because it's still going to be insanely sharp. So just like that, don't press too hard on it. If you're back here, you can't control it. I see people, they come up here like this, and they try to do all kinds of things that would just be absolutely wrong. So you could not even pick it up. You just do this. Now I'm going to show you, because I can already see it happening. That's a hard steel, and it's a AUSBA, and I don't know if that's the type of steel. It's a cold steel, AUS 8 or BA. Maybe you can zoom in on it right down in there. I don't know if it's an 8 or a B.
AUS 8A.
8A, okay, like that. So I know that's the steel. So as light as I'm touching, like this, I'm going to show you something. Now I'm going to hold still. It's going to be hard to see.
Okay, we got it.
You can actually see little tiny scratches between the apex and the heel, because, and now I can really see them right in here. That means I actually cut that steel on the side by touching it this light, like that. So if I can actually cut that steel by doing, and I'm just going to settle in right here for just a little bit. I'm watching it change. I'll see if I can get it in where you guys can see what I'm talking about, where the scratches are on the side of the knife. And not up on the side, but on the side of the bevel. See how it's starting to shine a lot more out here and on the heel, because I'm actually polishing, I'm actually touching that up. And if I do this for a little while, like that, with a tiny bit pressure on the apex more than the heel, I'll actually change that whole Scandi grind down to back where the Scandi grind is. This side's a little bit harder, so what I'm going to do actually is make it easier by turning it like this. Get the parallel, and then come right on around, and right on out like this, right to the point, come back around. I can see that blade changing so much. Just like that. And I don't mean changing because I took a lot of metal off. I'm changing because I can see the scratches. Now, work around, Chance, and see how you can tell. More shine down here, and then you see the scratches in the metal up there on the side. That means I'm actually cutting that blade. Tungsten carbide will cut any. Oh, and by the way, I ran into S30V, I believe. Okay, S30V yesterday at the gun show. Yes, it's very hard. Yes, I had to work at it just a little bit. And yes, I actually sharpened the knife. It was horribly dull. The guy says it's too hard, I can't sharpen it. And I said, well, I see you haven't been working on it. So I worked on it for about 4 minutes, got it considerably sharper. And actually the guy said, that's probably good enough. I don't want it like mega sharp. And but yes, I can sharpen those. I can sharpen any steel because my tungsten carbide corners are the hardest metal on earth. So now we're going to touch it super light, both sides, just like that, like this, like that. And let's see if there's a noticeable difference. Just a second. Too much interference with the paper. I think it's quieter. And right out there and back here on the body. So if I had to, yes, I could actually maintain a Scandi grind. And I think I can see a difference in that first initial.
That's a thing of beauty.
Oh my gosh. I don't know exactly what you paid for it. I don't know. Am I guessing right? $80?
I think that you're a lucky guy today.
Yeah, and that's going to be a treasured knife. I'll probably put it on my table, and I won't work with it very much, just to show people this is what a Scandi grind thin cold steel really sharp knife should look like. And a lot of people might say, well, I can take my 6,000 grit stone and I can make it sharpener. The answer to that is yes, you can. But I quite frankly would never, ever, ever take that much time and pain and problems and trouble to make a knife that sharp if I'm going to take my knife out and actually use it. So thanks a lot, Tom. I do appreciate it a lot. Watch the video. You're going to see this knife on the table every now and then. Thank you very much for this one, and we'll get this one sent back to you. Okay? Take care. Have a good day.